I was talking to Coach Cap about the blitz protection, and Coach Fedora said a couple days ago that it's improved a lot. And a few weeks ago, when he was talking about the running backs, he said that was one of the areas of concern. How much of a point of emphasis has it been in learning these guys learning how to pick up the blitzes and getting comfortable with that?
Well, since I've been here, I think it's been an emphasis. I think they've improved since day one. They continue to improve. From the standpoint of just communication and understanding the fronts. And, I think they all right now could get on the board and draw up everybody's assignment, including the offensive line, as well as communicate calls from the standpoint of what should be made.
He said that one of the things Elijah had to work a lot on was pick up the blitzes. It's a sort of a young guy's deal when he gets to college. I noticed that Romar was on the field for the touchdown to Matt Collins on the 4th and 6. Fourth-year guy, older guy. Is he maybe most equipped to handle that situation right now?
Absolutely nothing to do with it. If you go back and look at third down situations, you see all those guys in those situations. I'm comfortable with them. We do enough blitz pro, group pro from the standpoint of pass protection to where they've all gotten some good work in there. They all understand. Again, starting with Elijah, you could put Elijah on the board. He could tell you the protection. He could tell you the offensive lineman calls. So he has a pretty good feel for it. So, all in all, that's something that we consistently try to improve and work toward putting ourselves in a position that we're on game days when we encounter something that we hadn't seen. Just by rules alone, be in position to pick it up without any issues.
So it was just a matter of he was the guy on the field when the play was called, and that was his responsibility. So
yeah, they had, they were bringing pressure throughout the night. If you go back, I think I know that he and Romar and TJ had opportunities to pick up blitz and did a pretty good job of it.
How much time do you guys spend on that? Is that mostly more of a camp thing and they understand responsibilities? And Coach Cap was talking about they hear what the line is calling, so sometimes that will change the responsibility.
When you talk about time, I think it goes from the meeting room to individual to group to team stuff. And so we spend a great deal of time on it. I'm very pleased at where they are and where they've been throughout the season.
TJ Logan the other night, that's about as hard as I've seen him run. Coach Fedora was really pleased with the physical running. He had a quote where he actually said that he decided he wasn't going to try to get around guys. He was just going to run guys over. What's the difference in the mindset there, maybe from previous weeks?
Well, again, he's improved throughout the season. But the difference, I think, was a lot of those plays where you guys were seeing were really swing passes that Marquise was dumping down to him, and he had his hips and his shoulders square where he could accelerate and truly challenge the defender, as opposed to perimeter runs where your hips and shoulders are not as square and the angles are different.
With Elijah being out, I guess, forever, however how long, Chris Francis, I guess, steps up into the third guy. How is he? We've only seen a little bit of him since the opener. Just if you could talk about Chris, where he is right now, and the confidence that you have in him.
Well, I think he's excited about the opportunity that presents itself. And just like I told all those guys before we got going, that we're going to need every last one of you. And we're just at that point right now where we're using everybody that we have. And again, Chris has come in and done a good job, and I think he'll continue to do a good job.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.